And welcome to the Premium Crops Winter Linseed Agronomy Q&A session. Myself, Hannah, and Lorna will take you through the agronomy. I thought we would introduce Premium Crops as a company. Premium Crops specialise in a number of niche crops for premium markets. These include winter and spring linseed, millet, red wheat, winter high rustic rape, canary seed, naked oats, and borage.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk about where linseed fits in a rotation. So linseed makes for an excellent break crop, renowned for its brilliant rooting structure and its ability to form a mycorrhizal fungi relationship whilst conditioning the soil. It's sown in September, and I must add it does not require any autumn nitrogen, therefore you just go in the spring. It's harvested in July. It's well suited to any soil type and can be grown anywhere in the UK. We even have growers in Scotland. And I can confirm there is no cabbage stem flea beetle. Cabbage stem flea beetle only affects the brassica family. Therefore, all your worries are taken away and you require no insecticides. However, in the spring, we do have the flax flea beetle. This will attack spring linseed varieties only, as the winter linseed varieties are well forward and into flowering at that point, and the flax flea beetle will tend to feed on cotyledons. And on another benefit, with the integrated pest management, it's important to reduce pesticides. Therefore, with slug management, slugs do not tend to feed on linseed. Therefore, no slug pellets are required. This, all in all combined, gives an excellent entry for the following wheat ahead. It's a low input crop.
Okay, into the herbicides. Winter linseed has a robust blackgrass programme with various modes of actions. So we will start pre-emergence with Avidex. There's granular and liquid formulations available. And typically we will then target grass weeds. Autumn or winter, we'll start with Centurion Max, which tends to do a very good job. If any comes through that, then there is Crawler over winter. There are also the usual FOP and DIMs for your grass weed, volunteer cereals. In addition, there's plenty of broadleaf weed herbicides available, which will cover most arable weeds you'll see on farm. This year, with the loss of dicot, we still have for desiccation Roundup approved. However, the HDB has put an emergency approval in for Spotlight Plus, the active carfentrazone ethyl, which we will hope to see approved imminently.
So now on to how to get the right management for your canopy. Firstly, it's important to choose the right variety. Here at Premium Crops, we have a number of winter linseed varieties. Our main varieties include Alpaga, Sideral, and Volga. However, in the winter, we tend to offer the growers the number one variety, Alpaga. Now, just to briefly talk about Alpaga, it's as mentioned, our main variety. It's got a short and stiff stem, it's early maturing, and has a consistent yield. The seed rate, as you can see, is 450 seeds a metre square, which is lower for winter linseed because it tends to branch and tiller during the winter, which makes up for being good at compensating for plant density. Unlike other crops which need an increased total N requirement, linseed only requires a minimum fertiliser of 120 kilograms a hectare as a split dose. Here is where we'll see the first application made in the spring, and one more flowering to feed the yield. Linseed, unlike wheat, does not translocate nitrogen. Therefore, it needs to go on just before the flowering, and it also requires a good PGR program in the spring to keep the crop standing well. Over to Hannah.
Thank you. So we will just finish up with a couple of slides. Talking about R&D, Premium Crops invest a significant amount of money in R&D in the background. As Andrew mentioned, we have trial sites as far south as Hampshire all the way up to Scotland, and this tests the winter hardiness of varieties, which historically were a problem, but now no longer. We also like to test the yields and other characteristics over a range of conditions. We also have agronomy trials, and this year we've done a comprehensive herbicide screen to test new herbicides, hopefully to identify those that are safe on linseed and possibly take them forward for off-labels or EMUs. Premium crops make all the EMU applications for linseed, and we again invest quite a lot of time and money to make sure the agronomy for the crop is as good as it can be. Premium Crops is the only company selling linseed to have 2 full-time agronomists. We will typically go out onto farm visits with their technical support via phone, whatever means are needed, if farmers or agronomists need it. In addition, we send out bulletins throughout the season to walk you through the agronomy of the crop, so you're never on your own with these niche crops.